Hi everyone, my name is Iben and welcome to another video in the road to Planet Zoo 2, and once again I am joined by my wonderful friend Just Goron.
Hello!
Hello. Like we promised, we are going to do another one of these videos where we answer the same questions that we answered last time. So what we think about Planet Zoo 2, in this case what we think and not what we expect. How we feel about Planet Zoo right now, and what our plans are with Planet Zoo 2. So we'll start and dive right in by asking the first question. Hey Goron, what do you think of Planet Zoo 2?
Holy dude, what the fuck? No, seriously though, it's incredible. I mean, it's everything we've been asking for and more is the only way I can describe it.
Yeah, that's the only description that I had as well when I saw the game. I was like, okay, that, and how the hell am I supposed to go back to Planet Zoo 1 now? How am I supposed to go back and finish the zoo that I'm working on? Because it's incredible. It's like you said, everything we ever wanted seems to be in. And we're still at the start of it all.
Yeah,
like we're still just in the... Yeah. This is the first trailer. We have no clue what we're gonna see after these first two trailers. It's bonkers.
It's absolutely... Like the fact we're getting both birds and aquatics and all those fun little features from Planet Coaster 2 that we were kind of expecting, but it's so nice to see that they've made it. Yeah, it's insane. It's the only thing... Like, what else is there to say?
I think the thing that I want to talk about a little bit is we all went in with very, very low expectations. Like, really low expectations, to a point where even before I had seen the game, I was like, okay guys, aren't we putting our expectations a little bit too low? Like, I get what happened with Planet Coaster 2, and I get that was a disappointment, to say the least, but I did feel like we went too far.
We overcompensated a little bit. Yeah, I don't know, for me it was like I was expecting either aquatics or birds, and yeah, to see both is just... Okay, I guess we're doing this. I mean, yeah, I definitely agree with you, though. We may have underestimated them. Perhaps I treated you too harshly.
Yeah, and I think it only plays in their own benefit, though, because the expectations of the community were so low that whatever they were going to show was going to blow people away if it was good. And let's be honest here, it's not just good, it looks absolutely great.
It honestly looks like perfection almost. I mean, there's always things that can be improved, there's always things that could be better, but yeah, from what we've seen now, just the things that we're going to be able to do, and just the tiny, even just the refining details that they've included, like the fact that you can angle the beams of the aviaries, just small things like that they didn't have to do, but they included, just because they know that we would want it, and yeah, we're gonna be able to make such cool shit with
it. Yeah, that's my general feeling of the entire game so far. Like, if you look at everything that we're getting, and if you just look at their trailers, you see a whole bunch of things that we've been building as well. Like, the fact that we're getting fully customizable staff rooms is one of those things where I'm like, okay, you've been watching what we've done in these past few years, because if you weren't, you wouldn't have included it. Yeah. It's for me, it's like the final confirmation of, hey, this is a team that is super invested in the game that they are working on. And as I mentioned in my other video, I actually got confirmation that they are super invested in the game. But like, it's not just empty words. You can actually see it on screen, and that's something that I truly appreciate.
Still jealous of you, by the way. Just want to put that on. No, but I absolutely agree. And I'm just thinking back to like that document that we as a whole of Pro Nation wrote up one time, seeing like, oh, this is all the things we would like to see from Planet Zoo 1 at that time. And one of the things was just make fucking everything nullable, please, just everything nullable. And within Planet Zoo 1, they kind of probably boxed themselves into a certain degree that they couldn't really do that. I mean, they added like the shop counters and things like that to give us a little bit more freedom in that regard. But now with a completely new game, yeah, sure, we made the staff rooms nullable. Like, it's amazing, and I'm so happy and grateful.
Yeah,
I feel heard. I feel heard, and that's nice.
Yeah, and it's one of the things that the people at Frontier also said is like, yeah, we watch what you do, and it's important to us to look at what you do with this game, and so that we can do things with that. It doesn't have to mean that they can always do it, but like at least they're trying, and that's something that, like you said, I'm very grateful for that. I think it's really amazing that they're able to do these kinds of things.
Yeah.
Now, we have been positive. We have been really positive about it, and I do want to also like be a little bit balanced. I think that's important too. And I want to ask you if there are any worries you have right now. I'll maybe start myself. I think at the moment I'm sold on almost everything in the game. Like, the graphics look amazing. The models and textures of the animals look insane. All the new things, like the emotions being shown in the animations, the climbing frame stuff, all the cool building parts is absolutely wonderful. But the only thing that I'm currently like still a bit, I'm left hungry for more is the animal roster so far. And I think I've talked to you about that before as well. Like, I feel like they've been playing it very safe with the animals that we've seen so far, and I really want to see an animal that I'm like, oh yeah, oh, it's a walrus. I've always wanted a walrus.
Yeah,
like, we
I
do
was
have
never expecting this.
Yeah, like we do have the golden lion tamarin, which was an animal that I've been wanting for a while, but we haven't seen much of that. We have the tree kangaroo, but we also haven't seen much of that. Like, all the animals that we've seen so far are like a lot of safe choices to me, and I genuinely hope that in the next few months we're going to see a bunch more animals, you know?
Yeah, I totally get that. I'm personally a lot more patient in that regard. I'm just riding the wave and seeing what they throw at us and just getting excited for everything that we do see. But I understand where you're coming from. For me, I kind of have the same thing, but okay, not the same thing. I'm personally, my biggest worry right now is that a lot of the scenery we've seen, but besides the new scenery, a lot of the returning scenery we've seen has been base game Planet Zoo 1 scenery. And I really hope that we will be seeing some more DLC scenery included in base game Planet Zoo 2, because that's where the shit was at, you know? I think the only thing that comes close is like maybe some of the Africa Pack beams or something. I saw stuff that looked like that, but other than that, not really anything.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I've said it plenty of times already. The Indonesian theme is one of the best themes that the game ever got, and I'm not expecting it to be in the base game. I feel like it's going to be themes from the base game from Planet Zoo, and that makes me a little bit sad because that was genuinely one of the better themes of the entire game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tropical Pack as well. I think that's the one you meant, right?
Yeah, that's the Tropical Pack one.
Yeah.
I think in that regard as well, It's not a huge thing because I've spotted a few marine themed pieces already in the pictures and in the trailers, but I kind of am surprised that we're not getting a dedicated marine theme, like things with submarines and all the typical aquarium stuff that you see a lot in zoos. That feels like a missed opportunity to me. I really wanted a coastal theme or a marine theme. Maybe they're bringing the aquatic theme back as well, and they'll just put a bunch of stuff in that, or they're all dumping it in the planet theme. I don't know, but yeah, that feels like a little bit of a missed opportunity for me.
Yeah, I will say we have seen a lot of new foliage, and there really seems to be an emphasis on nature, probably also big thanks to the nature reserves. So that is really, really exciting. That really the habitats are definitely going to get a facelift in this one. But I guess like negativity wise, most of the things that I'm like wary of is all nitpicks. Like it's definitely nothing that is going to ruin the game for me.
I feel the same. Like, we still haven't seen exhibits, for instance, but I'm confident enough now with everything that we've seen so far. And even if it's basically the exact same system as we had before, there's so much other stuff in this game already that I'm like, okay, it's fine.
As
whatever.
long as it's nullable.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't care that much. Just it's fine. It's okay. We already have so many cakes. So I already mentioned it briefly. I don't know how to go back to Planet Zoo 1. It has been one of the hardest things for me, and I have no clue how I've been able to work this much on Zoo of Ghent. Seeing the sequel great. And seeing the sequel and looking at the first game now, and it's just like, yeah, I could spend time on this. I want it to be October, though.
I don't so much have that feeling. Like, I still very much enjoy building in Planet Zoo 1, even though I know what's coming. I mainly just have this idea of like, oh god, how am I going to finish this? How am I going to finish this? I really need to cut down on detail, cut more corners, but that's like my least favorite thing to do. I love getting into the details. But I really want to finish this game, or finish my zoo, like a month or so before Planet Zoo 2 comes out, because I also want to give myself a break so I don't start Planet Zoo 2 with a burnout.
Yeah, no, same. I've been thinking about, okay, I think I will be able to finish Zoo of Ghent rather soon. Like, I've been expecting that I will finish it by the end of this month, maybe the start of July. And I thought about, okay, do I want to do like a small in-between project then? And I'm not entirely sure yet at this point, because as you said, I don't want to burn myself out on these games. I'm very excited about the future, and giving myself a little break from it wouldn't be a bad thing.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm hoping to at least finish like all the areas. I'm probably going to skip on signage for the time being, which is a bit of a shame because I had some really fun things planned for the Nepal area. But better to leave that stuff to the end than, completely just not run out of time. Yeah.
Yeah, and also like, if you save the signage for the last month, then you just spend your time making cool signs in whatever graphics setup you use, probably some ancient Flash thing, knowing you. So you're still invested in Planet Zoo as a concept, but you're not playing it as much as you're doing right now, because you're going all the way now with
tickling a different
to make that
funny bone in your brain, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's probably not a bad idea indeed.
Yeah, exactly. I do wanna talk. So you mentioned that you really want to finish Key Park. Do you think, how do I put this? You talked about it in the past that if it wasn't finished by the time Planet Zoo 2 gets released, you would try to continue working on it. Is that still something you want to do?
No, that's not happening. I definitely, like, once Planet Zoo 2 is out, then I won't be able to go back. Because I also don't want to have to deal with like unlearning things. I just want to move on at that point. So I will put it on the workshop. If somebody else wants to finish it, be my guest. But when Planet Zoo 2 is out, I'm done.
Yeah, no, I'm completely the same. I've seen some people who in the past mentioned that they wouldn't jump to the next game, and I think, and I just want to put that out there, I think that's completely valid. If that's what you want to do, just do that. Like, if you feel like all the animals that you've gotten so far in Planet Zoo is the most important thing to you, and all the other things aren't as important to you as that is, then do stick with the first game. I don't think anyone should feel forced to move to the new game. But I also think a lot more people are now being like, "Oh yeah, we're going to move to the next game. This is too amazing."
Yeah, I don't know. It could still happen. Like if the animal roster ends up disappointing, regardless, which I'm somehow doubting. But then I might yearn for some other things, and it's also going to be hard to abandon Key Park. I mean, I've worked on it for so long. It would be a shame to leave it unfinished. But yeah, time will tell.
Yeah, exactly. I'm still looking back at Planet Zoo 1. I'm saying looking back as if we were already playing Planet Zoo 2, which we're not, by the way. Just I know there's people who are going to theorize that we already have early access. We absolutely do not have early access right now. But we should. Yeah, please, Frontier, just give us early access already. I need it. I need it now. But yeah, I'm still really looking back to Planet Zoo with quite fond memories. Like it was a really good game, and looking how much further it goes in the sequel is great. But what I think makes the sequel work, at least from what we've seen so far, is that the core of Planet Zoo as it is right now is pretty strong.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really just a natural extension of the game that we have, and that's awesome.
Yeah, and I think that is one of the things where I think we lucked out, and I've mentioned this on the Bro Nation Discord as well. I think we lucked out with the fact that the team that is working on Planet Zoo 2 consists mostly of people that have worked on Planet Zoo 1. Like I've followed a bunch of the devs on Twitter for a long time now, and seeing those devs post tweets of like, "Hey, oh, I'm so glad that I can finally share this. Oh, I've been working on this for years." Like that felt good to me, because they really know their audience and they know their game, and I feel like that might not have been the case for Planet Coaster 2, because there's such a bigger gap between the first game and the sequel. I'm not going to say that that's like the only reason why things didn't go well, but I can imagine that if there's a whole bunch of new developers that didn't have that experience with the first game, then things don't go as well as...
Yeah, they've got to reinvent the wheel a little bit and reestablish things.
Mm-hmm.
But here they know what works. They know what makes us happy.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah. I mean, I know that there are people who work at Frontier who started playing Planet Zoo first. I know that one of the people who organized the trip for us in March mentioned it on Twitter, that he was like, "Yeah, I used to play Planet Zoo, and then I joined Frontier, which is really cool." I know that Eltanen was someone who played Planet Zoo before they joined Frontier, so it's really nice to see that the people that are working on this game started off as players of the game.
Yeah,
and
so
that
they're
helps
actually passionate
so much
about it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one thing that shines through in everything in the sequel now. But honestly, if we're completely fair to ourselves, I think it also shines through the first game.
Yeah.
Like it's sometimes in all of the massive wish lists that we have and all of the things that we would like to see changed or different, I think we sometimes underestimate how much they've given us that we wanted in the first game already.
Yeah. Through animals, through free updates, like feature-wise, there's so much stuff. More than the average game could ask for, I think.
Yeah.
So it's incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like the thing. Whatever the sequel will bring, and I think that is maybe a good closing for this chapter of the video. Whatever the sequel will bring, all of the fun that you had with the first game is never going to go away. It's still going to be there, and I'm really happy that we had so much fun with the first game.
Yeah, absolutely.
We struggled. The pathing system still makes me struggle sometimes.
Baby.
There's still things that I'm like, oh, I wish this was different. There's still animals that I was like, oh, I wish we had them. But at the same time, Planet Zoo 1 was such a good game. Still is a very good game. And yeah, I've talked about it with colleagues today, and like they were talking about other games, and that you could lose your entire weekend on that game, and I was like sitting there like, yeah, if I take a if I take a week, if I take a week off, and if I wouldn't have my partner, I would spend the entire week playing Planet Zoo. It's incredible.
Don't look at my time played.
We're terrible.
Fun fact, I actually had an intervention once because my roommate was worried by looking at how much Planet Zoo I was playing. Fun Goron lore.
That's a perfect way to end this section.
Just looking back on fond memories, you know?
Yeah, just the good stuff. So, Goron, you told us that you're really focused on finishing Key Park, but I assume you're also dreaming of projects for Planet Zoo 2.
When am I not? I always have so many plans. So I think in the last video I was dabbling with like, I want to do a zoo on a hill, or I want to do like an overload recreation of sorts. With what we've seen so far, I don't think those are necessarily the things I want to do right now. I think I've changed course a little bit. I would really like to use the aquariums. That's the main thing. And I think in Zoo on a Hill that would technically be possible, but not the most fitting. So probably what I want to do is either revive my seaside zoo that I've once made in Planet Zoo 1, and I think we collaborated on that. We made like one habitat, and that was it. So
I made a second habitat even.
Oh wow, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, wait, I made a pelican habitat. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
so we did make like 3 or 4 habitats.
Yeah, we had like 4 habitats. I'll see if I can like put in some footage of that project in the background.
I would love to revive that in Planet Zoo 2. Probably that would be my starting off project, just to get familiar with the game and build some nice things. And I saw, at some point we saw a map that is actually seaside, like there was waves crashing onto the shore of the zoo, so that would be perfect probably. And then for my main project, if we get like all the species I would want for it and all the pieces I would need for it, I would love to try my hand at like a partial recreation of Burger Zoo, where I can have birds flying around in the tropical houses and make the ocean as detailed as possible in terms of the aquarium. So,
yeah, I think of all the possible zoo recreations, the Burger Zoo is the best for this upcoming game. It has so many larger aquariums that I think the aquarium system that we've seen so far is going to be really good at. So yeah, I think that is going to work really well.
Yeah, exactly. And it's going to be a partial recreation, so not 1-to-1, but like buildings 1-to-1, and then my own take on those buildings and different surrounding areas, and kind of like a different timeline Burger Zoo, I guess you could say.
Yeah, that's a really cool concept. Speaking of that concept, I think I also mentioned it in the previous video, but my main project that I want to do with Planet Zoo 2 is still the reimagining of Paradisa. I think with everything that we've seen so far, there's a whole lot of stuff in there that I'm going to be able to use to build that. So I'm really excited about it. And just like you, I want to do something that uses the zoo as a starting point, where whenever I want to recreate something, and I think that's going to be more than I used to do in the past, I'm just going to recreate them. But if I want to do something different, I will do it. Like, there are parts of Paradisa that I don't like as much. There are things that I would do differently, and that zoo is going to be that. It's going to be my take on it, how I would like to do it, and I think we both can credit ruble trillions for that, because his Tivoli Zoo series has really been the inspiration point of that. Like, he took the Denver Zoo and made it his own using the master plan, and I think that was such a cool concept that it's
I love doing recreations, but it seems like so much fun to immediately give your own spin on it. Or if you're like, oh, this area kind of sucks, let me just do something else for that, and that just makes it so much more fun.
Yeah, exactly. Because I loved your Big Sabbatian project. I think it's one of the best projects in the entire Planet Zoo history by a mile. But at the same time, I really think that with Key Park, you were able to do so much more cool stuff because you were freed from the shackles of having to recreate everything exactly the way you saw it in real life. You had the scale that you can now just use the way you wanted to do. So yeah, I do agree with that. I think I especially want to see what you're going to do with Burger Zoo, because I think that is going to be really, really cool.
Yeah, I got some ideas. It depends on what kind of animals we get. I can't think too far ahead. Like I have a whole idea for like a Himalaya mountain area. Still bringing back Zoo on a Hill a little bit, I guess. But we need mountain animals for that. Like, I don't know if we're gonna get Takin or Tar or whatever. So remains to be seen. That's my quote for the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, and in that same vein, I also mentioned in the first video that I was going to start off with blueprints as my first setup. But I noticed throughout the past few months where I tried to do that, to practice it a little bit, it quickly didn't work for me. I need to have like an actual project with an actual lore behind it to make me build, keep me interested. And I was talking about it with you, and I was like, yeah, I need something simple. I need something that I can do in like a few months to like half a year, like up until the second DLC, the DLC that you get in spring. Like, that would be a good time frame. I need something with an simple
aquarium.
Something with aquariums, because we are seeing so many cool fish. And then I was like, hey, wait, sea life centers.
They exist.
They exist. They are always very simple, but they are still cool to walk around in. And they have these kinds of things that, like, oh yeah, I don't have to think about every individual area of the zoo. Like, I don't have to come up with 15 original ideas to build a sea life center, because there are some standard beats to every sea life center.
Things.
Yeah. The shark tunnel is in every sea life center,
except for Berlin.
Except for Berlin. I haven't been to Berlin's one. But it's one of the big staples of a sea life center. But it's simple, it's easy, it's something that has a lot of references online, so I don't have to overthink things too much. And that's my big thing with the first project, the first series that I want to do on my channel, is that I don't want to overthink the zoo itself too much, because I want to get adjusted to the game, like you said.
Yeah.
There's going to be so much new things that we're going to have to train our muscles a little bit, and I think that is going to be the thing that I will be able to do it in, because as I said, the concept is really simple. You just put together a bunch of marine animals. Some sea lives have an aviary or two, so that also works. And every sea life has an oddball thing, like the one in Hanover has an actual tropical dome. So I can do that without it being weird.
And the one in Blankenberg has a seal rescue, so that could be a fun thing
exactly.
there. I really want to take you to my favorite sea life now, kind of.
Yeah, we do have to go to the one in London as well, because that one was also really, really cool.
The one in Oberhaus is really nice. We get kind of close to it when we go to Cologne, so we can maybe make a plan for that. We'll see.
Live zoo plans, everyone. Let's see if we survive our first big trip together. But I don't think that will be a problem. Yeah, no, that is what I want to do. I'm really looking forward to it, and like the only thing that I needed was a shark, like something like an otter. Yeah, something like an otter, but then again, there's beavers in there, and I want to do the sea life in Ghent. And here in Ghent, we do have beavers, so that it all makes sense.
That works.
Yeah, so
well, a lot of sea lives have like a little area about local animals, so you could have you could have like the beaver burrow or the beaver like fort, whatever you call it, inside of the building where you have the rest of the aquariums, and then they also have an outdoor. I'm getting ideas for your project.
Well, I'll say that we'll end the video here so we can start brainstorming about that. Thank you all so much for watching. We're going to do this video again. I think our original plan was to do this video, the third video, like
after
a month.
Release,
a month after release. But now I'm thinking, let's do that, but also do one like right before the game gets released, like right before, like when we have all the information. What are our expectations then?
And what are our plans at that point?
Yeah.
Probably I'll have completely turned ship again.
Ooh, I like the boat pun. That does really work. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. Do everything you want to do. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to Goron yet, please go do it. His videos are incredible. His Key Park Zoo series is insane. Every Wednesday he streams. If he can, but usually it's every
Wednesday, except when he doesn't.
He's open every day except for the days he's closed.
Yay! But yeah, I hope that I won't disappoint you by ending on an unfinished zoo, but we're gonna try.
Hey, if I can finish a zoo, you can finish one too.
I finished the zoo.
Oh, that's true. You finished the big smash. Anyway, we're rambling on. Thank you all so much for watching. We hope to see you all in the next video. And I hope that you're all as excited about Planet Zoo 2 as we are. I think we're getting some really cool stuff in the future. So keep a look at our channel to see more info about the sequel, because we're both going to cover that as much as possible.
Yes.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.